The smell of this durian is tens of thousands of times stronger than that of a herring can. Once an ordinary person catches a whiff, they might either fall into a decade-long coma or die on the spot. It's said that this was a biochemical weapon specifically developed during the World War. When the fruit ripens and falls to the ground, all living things within a 100-mile radius wither and die, and even the small fish in the river are not spared. But Toriko knew that the smellier the food, the more incredible its taste could be. For this reason, he dragged his companion onto a train. As the train was about to arrive at the station, all the passengers went crazy, urging each other to close the windows as quickly as possible. The moment the two of them got off the train, it sped up and fled. The air was filled with a deadly stench, and the entire space was devoid of any sign of life. His companion dared not let go of his nose. The further they went, the stronger the smell became. When they were 100 kilometers away from the durian, the companion began to worry that he would really be killed by the smell. Toriko, however, said that something so smelly must taste delicious. The companion was curious. Toriko's sense of smell was 10,000 times stronger than that of an ordinary person. Why was he not affected? Toriko said that one should have a grateful heart for all ingredients. If you accept them from the bottom of your heart, they won't smell bad. But as the two continued to move forward, their expressions became more and more distorted. The companion could not bear it any longer and was about to take out a gas mask to save his life. Toriko quickly stopped him because it was said that someone had successfully approached the extremely smelly durian wearing protective clothing. But the durian felt that it was being despised and committed suicide by melting away. With no other choice, they had to put the gas mask back. The two continued to go deeper until dusk. They were extremely hungry. In such an environment, they had no appetite, but they still had to eat something to replenish their energy. However, they found that they had overestimated the situation. The food had been ruined by the durian smell. Although they were hungry, the two knew they were very close to their goal and had no choice but to keep going. The color of the stench around them became more and more terrifying. With each breath they took, it felt as if they were inhaling some kind of foul-smelling gel into their lungs. Just as the companion felt he was about to be killed by the smell, they finally found the extremely smelly durian, which happened to be ripe at that moment. Looking at the fruit that was about to fall, Toriko suddenly had an ominous premonition. In the next second, amidst the two's desperate screams, the extremely smelly durian crashed to the ground. In an instant, the plants within 100 miles withered, and none of the small fish in the river survived. At this moment, people all over the world felt this unparalleled stench, and the two people in the explosion center were already lying on the ground, dazed by the smell. They would wake up only to faint again, and then be awakened by the stench. In this way, the two struggled repeatedly until a month later, when they finally adapted to the smell and managed to return from the stinky hell to the modern city. However, as soon as they entered the hotel, the guests were driven to flee by the smell.